Right now, hazmat crews are just letting people back into a building they cleared. We are live in Monona with what crews found inside.
Also, a UW Health surgeon found dead in northern Wisconsin. What investigators are saying about the case.
And the first high-profile election in the state is happening in Milwaukee tomorrow. How the mayoral race there could shape other elections in Wisconsin. You're watching News 3 Now at 6. First responders say they discovered a dead body inside a Monona apartment building this afternoon.
The apartment is in the 300 block of Owen Road, and that discovery led to a much larger response. News 3 Now's Brad Hamilton joins us live from the scene with the latest. Brad?
Well, Susan and Eric, actually, the fire department and first responders just left a few minutes ago as they were wrapped up. We actually saw a couple of fire units that were out, and we're going back and forth in between this apartment complex behind us here. You can see that police are still sticking around, kind of talking with folks here that were just allowed back in the apartment complex. Now, in a news release, the city's police department says that this all started when first responders were called to an apartment for a report of a person who had died. Chief Brian Cheney Austin shared in this release that they received information regarding a possible hazardous substance which was found at the scene, which required a hazmat response per their safety protocols. But police say again that this death does not appear to be suspicious. We actually, again, just saw crews leave. We don't know what that hazardous material was. We're still trying to figure that out. We're getting in contact with the fire chief to kind of see how this all, really wrapped up here. But we will keep you up to date as we learn more information. But for now, reporting here in Monona, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
All right, Brad, thank you. Officials say an investigation into a UW Health surgeon's death is ongoing, but no foul play is suspected.
Dr. Kelsey Musgrove was reported missing by Middleton police on March 30th. Her body was found around 11:30 in the morning yesterday near the Potato River Falls in Iron County. She was last contacted at the falls on March 26th. Officials say the 30-year-old had reportedly visited the area for a hiking trip. She messaged her friends that she had arrived, but indicated that her phone's battery was very low and communications ceased shortly afterward. The Iron County Sheriff's Office said it conducted an extensive ground, air, and water search, which included 25 external agencies throughout Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. UW Health issued a statement on Dr. Musgrove this afternoon. We are deeply saddened by the loss of our colleague, Dr. Kelsey Musgrove. She was recognized by her peers as a great surgeon, an outstanding mentor, and an incredibly kind and positive spirit. Our thoughts and condolences are with her family and friends during this difficult time.
A request to have the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy trial postponed until next year has been denied. Darrell Brooks' trial scheduled now to start October 3rd. His attorneys had filed a motion with the judge seeking to push the proceedings back. Brooks' defense team argued it needed at least 6 months to analyze hundreds of videos of the parade to break down the SUV's speed every step of the way. The judge denied that request, saying October is adequate. A second passenger involved in a crash on the Beltline last week is dead. Police say 2 adult passengers went into cardiac arrest after the crash. One of the passengers pronounced dead last week. Today, Monona police said they learned over the weekend the other passenger did not survive their medical incident. The driver of the vehicle, a 66-year-old man, was arrested on tentative charges of 5th offense OWI with a passenger under 16 and operating while revoked.
We now know the identity of the man killed in a crash on Highway 104 between Brodhead and Albany last week. The Greene County Sheriff's Office says 25-year-old Jacob Riley of Brodhead died due to injuries sustained when he lost control of his SUV and crashed into a semi-truck on March 31st. Officials said Riley was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. The driver of the semi suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
Madison police are investigating after multiple people reported hearing gunshots Sunday morning. Officers responded 2300 block of Brentwood Parkway at about 4:45. No shell casings or other evidence of gunfire was found, but officers did reportedly see a vehicle speed away from that area.
The interim chancellor
of UW Whitewater.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. Is stepping down at the end of the day. In a brief statement, Interim Chancellor Jim Henderson said he is resigning because he doesn't feel he can make progress on hiring a permanent chancellor. Then interim UW Assistant President Tommy Thompson appointed Henderson to that role back in July after Chancellor Dwight Watson stepped down following a stomach and intestinal cancer diagnosis.
Things are warming back up a little bit to start the week. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
Thankfully, it's seasonably cool outside right now rather than just chilly for us. So cloudy sky overhead for our Monday. We were dry through the afternoon and we're going to stay dry overnight as much of the rainfall is pushed well off to the east. So look ahead to the rest of the work week, though. Don't put that umbrella away just yet. We might need it a few more times. A cloudy sky again, looking at our visible cloud track really throughout the state. That's kept temperatures pretty steady for us this afternoon. 43 right now in Madison with a light breeze in the single digits. Puts our wind chill in the upper 30s. About 45 in Janesville, 44 in Lone Rock. Overnight temperatures, thanks in part to that breeze coming in from the northwest, expected to drop down closer to freezing for us as we look ahead to your Tuesday morning. For Tuesday afternoon, it won't be quite as cool outside. Highs will be in the low 50s, which is close to average for this time of year. There's a slight chance for a shower later with the bulk of the rain chance building in overnight heading into Wednesday morning, but we'll look at the timing for those showers in just a few minutes.
Election Day is tomorrow, meaning you'll have the opportunity to vote in local races like school and county board, but many are watching the race for Milwaukee mayor.
That's the race to replace Tom Barrett, the first high-profile election of the 2022 election cycle. Political reporter Will Keneally explains how that might shape our elections statewide. Will?
That's right. So what happens in Milwaukee may not stay there. Democrats and Republicans are both using this as a dry run for the fall elections for governor and U.S. Senate. UW-Milwaukee political scientist Mordecai Lee says a high turnout among the city's Democrats could shape the electoral map for the fall.
I wouldn't be surprised if the trends that start developing are that Milwaukee sort of surges back to being comparable to Dane County in terms of how many Democratic votes come out of this geography.
We're ready to meet the challenges Milwaukee faces and to energize voters in a year where Milwaukee voters have extraordinary power.
Dane County has recently been the bluest area of the state, though it has fewer voters. But high turnout among black voters could change that. Tomorrow, acting Mayor Cavalier Johnson, backed by Democrats, will face former Alder Bob Donovan, favorited by conservatives. We reached out to the state Republican Party for their thoughts on the Milwaukee mayoral race. A spokeswoman for the party gave us the statement that says, quote, "The fact that Democrats want to hang their hat on a mayoral election in a city that has only voted 20% Republican is a testament to Donovan's campaign and how pessimistic they feel about the rest of the electoral landscape this year."
Will, thank you. The City of Madison Clerk's Office has some tips to make sure your day goes smoothly at the polls. First, check your district. Many of Madison's polling places have changed due to redistricting. Bring an acceptable ID. Voting officials are not checking your address, but they are verifying your identity. You can register to vote on Election Day at the polls if you aren't registered to vote yet. Don't worry, bring a proof of residence with you, like an online utility bill or a bank statement. And finally, check your sample ballot, knowing your choices by visiting the My Vote website before you head to the polls. You can find everything you need to know about tomorrow's election at Channel 3000. There are links to election news, voting resources, and the nearly 150 races we will be covering on the web and on the air tomorrow night.
Construction underway at 3 intersections along US 51 in Stoughton. Multi-lane roundabouts will be built at the intersections there with Roby Road, Deer Point Drive, Wisconsin 138 West, and Hull Avenue, Silverado Drive. The $6.3 million project scheduled for completion in late October. The Dane County Sheriff's Office will soon be adding a new canine to its pack. Today at an event, it was held to celebrate a donation from a private individual and former Sheriff Dave Mahoney. That money will enable the office to bring in a new canine and pay for training for a new handler. The Dane County Sheriff's Office canine unit is not funded by tax dollars, fully funded by tax dollars, making these donations very key to maintaining a fully working canine department. And ahead at 6, you may start hearing some loud noises from the sky later tonight. What they are and how long you might hear them.
And hundreds of middle and high school students are getting ready to show off a wide variety of technical skills. When and where you can go see them in action. Coming up.
WISC comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
When we bought this house, we knew we wanted our backyard to shine. And Menard's huge selection helped us achieve that. They had everything we needed for those summer grill outs. Plenty of seating for entertaining all our friends. Fire pits for cozying up. And bistros for when it's just us. Our backyard is the place to be. And we have Menards to thank for that. Right now, get this 3-piece bistro set for just $2.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Everything seems to be more expensive these days. Everything costs more. Ron Johnson should be helping families like us, but he seems to have helped himself instead. An investigation found that Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. He's doubled his wealth since taking office. It doesn't seem fair to me. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The 115th Fighter Wing of the Wisconsin Air National Guard will conduct evening training flights starting today through Thursday. You may see or hear F-16 fighter jets taking off or landing around 10 p.m. While training flights typically happen during the daytime hours, crews are required to conduct nighttime training to ensure their overall readiness.
The 49th Annual Skills USA Wisconsin State Conference starts tomorrow. Around 2,000 middle and high school students, 200 teachers, 300 volunteers. They'll all be at Alliant Energy Center in Madison College tomorrow for more than 80 competitions. All contests are conducted under the direction of industry experts, trade associations, and labor organizations, testing competencies that are set to industry standards.
For the contest, I'm in the cabinet making competition, which they kind of give you a pile of wood and a set of plans, and you've got a certain amount of time to build the cabinet.
First place winners go on to compete in the National Skills USA Championships in June in Atlanta. The public is encouraged to attend. A $10 entry fee charged for the opening and closing ceremonies, while admission to the Skills USA State Competition Championships is free. And still ahead, gardening season, it's kind of upon us, right? How you can lower the risk of injury while getting your green thumb.
And as severe weather week continues, we share with you the best ways to stay alert when there's a threat of dangerous weather in your area. Plus, we could see more April showers later this week. Dana's back with a complete look at your forecast after the break.
Dylan, how's the cash situation with all the price increases?
Honestly, not that great.
Well, Slumberland can help. It's our biggest finance sales event of the year. Get this sectional for just $20 a month when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
This doom and gloom ends now.
It's time for a brighter view. Let the sun shine in with 2-for-1 windows from Feldco. Plus, no interest until 2023.
2-for-1 windows from Feldco ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
At Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that a lush, beautiful lawn should be enjoyed by the whole family. That's why we offer a kid and pet-friendly program to create a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn that your whole family can enjoy. Our program includes effective applications of targeted weed control and slow-release golf course quality fertilizer to achieve real results. Call or click today for your free quote, or sign up now and see the Weedman difference. Doesn't your family deserve a Weedman lawn?
Outlets at the Dells, an attraction not to be missed. With over 60 of the world's biggest brands, we thrill family vacationers, trendsetters, and all who love a smoking hot discount. We are all about the thrill of the deal, the joy of finding the thing you forgot to pack, the swimsuit that's the hit of the park, the dress that makes you walk with swagger, and the discounts that no one else can touch. Save even more with 25% off and get a free Vera Bradley umbrella. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night, your home is the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 77 years. And during our 77th anniversary event, carpet installation is just $77. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful, made affordable. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
Oh, my back.
Hey, Dylan, need a mattress? Well, luckily, Slumberland has a big Sealy sale. Look what you can get for $20 a month. A Sealy Posturepedic mattress and a power base. And you'll pay no interest for 5 years at Slumberland Furniture.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Of course, it's not a matter of if, but when severe weather hits Wisconsin this year. We want you to be prepared. That doesn't just mean alerting you, I should say, to threats as they actively appear.
Instead, tonight we're showing you how our team tracks those threats days out and what you should be paying attention to. Julian Seawright continues our Severe Weather Awareness Week coverage.
Back in the 60s, when your windows were open in the spring or summer, if there was a tornado warning coming off an outdoor siren, maybe you could hear it. You can't hear those indoors, and in fact, they were never designed to be heard indoors.
A siren is just one warning, and its alarm may be too little, too late. We want you to put together your severe weather plan in 3 parts. Get ready for severe weather in advance. Get set when severe weather threatens, and go to your safe place. As weather forecasters, we usually start to see the signs of severe weather event a few days out. Forecasts from the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center will show outlooks of severe weather risk up to a week in advance, ranging from a marginal risk and isolated severe thunderstorms to high risk for widespread and dangerous severe weather outbreaks. During this get ready stage, we'll start to talking about the potential of severe weather, adding alert days to the forecast when there is a good possibility of it occurring. Next comes the get set phase. This is your opportunity to take the steps that will help keep you and your loved ones safe. But first and foremost, make sure that you have multiple ways to receive weather alerts. Weather radios are a great way to receive weather bulletins, but make sure you have batteries. And if you're relying on a cell phone, well, make sure that it's charged. But know that if you are near the storm or in the path of a storm, but not in the actual polygon, you will not get warned. But the bottom line is this: it's important to know that you have multiple ways of receiving a weather alert.
This is like the seatbelt in your car. This is like the airbags in your car. Together, they're a potent combination for keeping you safe.
Again, that siren, that should be your last backup and is not your first warning that severe weather is about to strike. Make sure your family has multiple ways of receiving weather alerts, whether they're at home or someplace else. When severe weather arrives, you'll know and be prepared to go. And tomorrow, Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulti will have the go part of the process of where to shelter.
All this week, News 3 Now's Severe Weather Series will give you the tools to keep you and your family safe. Tomorrow, Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulti will go over personal safety during severe weather. And Dana is holding down the fort tonight. She rejoins us with your complete forecast. Dana?
It's a little cloudy outside for us tonight. Thankfully, in the 10-day, we're only talking about rain chances. We're not looking at any severe weather rumbling through for us right now. Possibly a few thunderstorms, but now is the time, again, as Julian just mentioned, to make sure that your family does have a plan prepared, something in place. That way you do know what to do in the event that we start talking about severe weather. Mostly cloudy skies expected for us overnight, and as we look ahead to your Tuesday, temperatures overnight expected to fall close to freezing. We'll be in the low 30s early Tuesday morning, and we'll stay mostly cloudy throughout the day tomorrow. A slight chance for a shower in the late afternoon and evening, but the bulk of the rain chance really builds in for us Tuesday night and for Wednesday. Scattered showers expected overnight. Could see some heavier rain at times, possibly an isolated rumble of thunder overnight. That continues again for early Wednesday Wednesday morning, and then more rain expected for us Wednesday afternoon. This rotating shower chance builds back in for us late in the day heading into early Thursday. Rainfall totals adding up to over ½ of an inch for most of us. Some isolated areas could easily get in the 1-inch range, especially southeast of Madison, with some of those heavier showers coming through late Tuesday night. That's why it's such a nice thing that we have a mostly cloudy sky, no rain chances for tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. It gives the opportunity for things to dry up a little more before our next round of rain really builds in. Now, our 6 to 10 day outlook for our temperature profile above average, that lines up with our 10-day. Very likely that we're going to be seeing above average temperatures and a little bit of an above average precipitation chance for us heading into the middle of April for the next 2 weeks. We do have several opportunities to pick up rain over the next few weeks. It does look like some light, steady showers, though, as opposed to that heavier rainfall, which again is very good for the ground. Seasonable temperatures for us right now with more rain ahead. Not a lot of sunshine in the forecast until we get to the weekend. That's when we'll finally see a little bit of a clearing sky. Tomorrow, there's a small chance for some patchy fog early in the day. A slight rain chance expected for us in the afternoon, with the bulk of the rain really building in Tuesday night. High temperatures will be in the low 50s. As we look ahead to Wednesday, we'll be in the mid 50s with scattered showers, some isolated thunderstorms possible early in the day and again in the afternoon. Thursday will bring along some scattered showers, possibly mixing with some light flurries at night into Friday morning. We're still cloudy and cool on Friday, and then we finally get back to sunshine for the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, we'll see mostly sunny skies. Temperatures on Saturday will be cool, below 50 in the upper 40s for us on Saturday, but Sunday will be back closer to 60 degrees. And right now it looks like next week will be trending above average. We'll see temperatures in the 60s for the work week, with a few more chances for rain building in. Almost every afternoon could see some thunderstorms mixing in also with those rain chances by the end of the week.
It's going to be helping everything bloom. Thank you, Dana. And as the weather warms up, you may find yourself working in the yard more. Gardening can be great for your health, but it can also take a toll on your body. Doctors recommend a kneeling bench or a seat while weeding or prolonged planting, especially if you're older. Bending over is the worst thing you can do while gardening. The closer your plants and equipment are to you, the less stress on your body. Also, lift with your legs, not your back, and use a wheelbarrow to help carry heavy loads.
Equipment is absolutely key. If you're trying to dig something out and your shovel or your spade is not sharp, that's going to put a lot more stress on your body.
Finally, make sure you take frequent breaks and don't try to garden your entire yard all at once.
Coming up next in sports, we get to hear from QB1 on what he's been doing this offseason and how he plans to become a complete quarterback. That's coming up next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheesh Raval with the Ortho Team Clinic at Stoughton Health. We hope you can join us for our upcoming event on shoulder pain relief.
Construction invites you to celebrate spring with our big Spring Thaw sale. We're talking about savings of 22%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 2 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board with our Spring Thaw sale. Save 22% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Why would Stanton Optical choose a spokesbird? They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin. We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait.
Get 2 pairs of glasses plus a free eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
I love being an orthopedic surgeon because I can help people improve their lives. My name is Ashish Raval. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. My specialty is sports medicine, focusing specifically on the care of the shoulder, hip, and knee.
Forward Madison FC is back at Bree Stevens Field.
Josh Breider has a live preview ahead of opening day and a sneak peek at what's new for 2022.
More rain showers are on the way, and we could see more flakes. We'll track that tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
It's been a whirlwind offseason for Wisconsin football, between getting a couple new coaches to seeing a lot of turnover on the roster. But something that surfaced this offseason was the possibility of Oklahoma's former quarterback landing in Madtown. The Caleb Williams rumor mill kicked off right after the start of the new year, and that he could transfer to Wisconsin. In the end, Williams decided to go on to play at USC. Well, today, Graham Mertz finally shared his thoughts on those rumors.
It's a coach's job to find the best player. I mean, what am I going to say? Oh, no, I deserve this. I don't deserve anything. I mean, I got to prove it every day, prove it's my job, and that's what I'm going to do. That's what I've always done. My confidence never has gotten, tested to the point where I doubt myself. For me, it's just how can I prove to myself every day that I'm evolving into the quarterback I want to be. I think it's just doing the little things right every day.
And he means business. This offseason, Mertz is focusing on perfecting each area of his game, and so far, the biggest change he's seen in himself is the ownership of becoming a complete quarterback.
Things off the field as far as what I'm eating, taking care of my body more, just trying to do everything right. And everybody says it, but when you really try to do it, that's just where you get that genuine confidence. And I don't know, I trust myself more than ever right now, and it's been really fun.
Wisconsin's quarterback depth chart includes senior Chase Wolf, and a pair of freshmen. Deacon Hill returns with Miles Burkett as incoming freshman from Franklin. And Wisconsin's softball stellar stretch is paying off. The Badgers have cracked the top 25, coming in 23rd in the RPI rankings. UW boasts a 20-8 record. They're 5-1 in Big Ten play and have won 9 of their last 10 games. The Badgers are coming off another series win where they took 2 of 3 from Indiana. Wisconsin was scheduled to play UW Green Bay this week. That series did get canceled, so they'll return to action on Friday against Illinois. The madness ends in the Big Easy tonight. In just a couple hours, the Blue Blood Championship tips off between #1 Kansas and 8 seed North Carolina. It's been almost 15 years since the programs have met in the tournament, but 65 years since they face each other for the title. Now the Jayhawks are chasing their 4th title, while the Tar Heels hunt their 6th. We're going to have more on this game tonight at 10.
That's a later tip-off tonight.
Yes.
National game. All right, let's go back to Dana. Final check of the forecast.
It's still cloudy outside, but at least it's dry for us, and it's going to stay cloudy overnight with dry conditions expected through most of the day on Tuesday. There's a slight chance for an isolated shower in the late afternoon and evening. The bulk of the rain, though, really builds in Tuesday night into Wednesday. We will have scattered showers, possibly a few isolated thunderstorms overnight Tuesday, and then again Wednesday afternoon. High temperatures on Wednesday in the mid-50s. Thursday, more rain chances in the mid-40s. Some of that rain might mix with some light flurries at night. Friday, we're still cloudy and rainy and cool with temperatures close to 40 for afternoon highs, but the light at the end of the tunnel is the weekend. Saturday and Sunday will both be sunny with highs near 50 on Saturday, and Sunday will be close to 60 degrees. Next week, we'll bring along a few more rain chances with temperatures pretty consistently staying in the mid to low 60s for afternoon highs. So that'll be nice to enjoy some milder temperatures, but still keep the umbrella on hand.
There's your 60s, Eric, next week.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Thanks for joining us for News You Now at 6.
Have a good night, everybody. Hope to see you back here tonight at 10.